Kristen Bell's post looked innocent enough at first, a warm, intimate photo of her and Dax Shepard wrapped in a cozy hug. The lighting was soft, their smiles were genuine, and it seemed like your classic celebrity anniversary tribute. But the caption, that's what made people stop, reread, and ask, wait, what did he say? Instead of the usual romantic words or heartfelt reflections, Bell chose a line that instantly raised eyebrows. A quote from Dax joking that, despite being heavily incentivized, he would never kill her. It was bizarre, darkly comedic, and completely in line with the couple's offbeat humor, the kind they've built their entire public image on. Among their Hollywood circle, the reaction was playful. Actress Mae Whitman joked, only because we'd never let him get away with it. Comedian Howie Mandel chimed in with, he should write for Hallmark. Even the official Dateline account got in on it. Teasing, screenshotted. To their celebrity friends, it was just another tongue-in-cheek moment between two people who don't take themselves too seriously. But outside that inner circle, the joke didn't land the same way. Many fans felt uncomfortable, confused by why something so morbid would be used to mark a wedding anniversary. Some called it strange, others insensitive. It wasn't the romantic tribute people expected. And when the internet started connecting dots between the timing of the post and a very important awareness month, things took an even darker turn. As the post spread, reactions exploded across social media. Some fans defended the couple, saying Kristen and Dax have always had a quirky, dark sense of humor, the kind that pokes fun at life's uncomfortable truths. But for many others, it wasn't funny at all. Comments poured in calling the caption disturbing, tone-deaf, and even triggering. People pointed out that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a time meant to support survivors and bring attention to real-life cases of abuse. So when Kristen posted a joke that referenced husbands killing their wives, it struck a nerve. One fan wrote, "That's a very weird thing to say." Another added, "Please don't joke about domestic violence. It's something real that people suffer every day." Others went even further, reminding her that thousands of women have lost their lives at the hands of men they trusted, and that the post could easily re-traumatize victims. What might have been meant as harmless humor suddenly looked like a massive misstep, and within hours, the comment section was flooded with debates, anger, and confusion. Soon after the backlash started heating up, fans noticed something strange. Kristen Bell's comments were suddenly limited. No new replies could be added, and only a handful of harmless ones remained visible. It didn't take long for people to connect the dots. Many assumed the actress had locked down the post to block out the wave of criticism. Others believed her PR team may have stepped in to do damage control. Either way, the move didn't calm the storm, it only made it worse. On social media, limiting comments often signals that a celebrity knows they messed up, even if they don't say it directly. Fans started sharing screenshots of the post, pushing the conversation to Twitter and Reddit where no one could shut it down. Some said they were disappointed that Kristen didn't address the concerns directly. Others defended her right to protect herself from what they called performative outrage. It became a full-blown debate over what accountability looks like in the age of celebrity social media. The image that started as a loving anniversary tribute had now turned into one of the most polarizing celebrity posts of the month. Here's the thing. This kind of moment isn't new for Kristen and Dax. Their entire relationship has always been built on brutal honesty and unfiltered humor. The couple has publicly admitted to therapy sessions, marital fights, and awkward family moments. They've talked about addiction, mental health, and even their kids' behavior in interviews. Fans have always loved them for that transparency. It's what made them relatable proof that not all Hollywood marriages are picture perfect. But that same rawness is also what sometimes gets them into trouble. Their style of say-anything humor doesn't always translate online, where tone and intent are often lost. Dax has been open about his struggles with addiction and self-sabotage, while Kristen has called herself too blunt for her own good. Together, they've made oversharing an art form. But the internet's patience for unfiltered is shrinking fast. What used to make them seem real now sometimes makes them seem reckless. Their fans love their honesty, but the rest of the world? Not everyone gets the joke anymore. The controversy over Kristen's post also came down to timing. It wasn't just what she said, it was when she said it. During Domestic Violence Awareness Month, words like, "I'd never kill you," hit differently. Even if meant as sarcasm, it reminded people of something they didn't want to joke about. Supporters argued that the internet was taking it too seriously, that people were twisting humor into something malicious. But critics countered that being tone-deaf isn't about intent. It's about awareness. In a world where influencers and celebrities are constantly posting for millions, every word carries weight. The internet's reaction reflected a deeper cultural divide. One side craving authenticity and humor, the other demanding sensitivity and accountability. It wasn't just about Kristen Bell anymore, it was about how far celebrities can go when joking about dark topics. And as the debate raged on, one thing became clear. Social media has no middle ground. You're either praised for being real, or you're dragged for being insensitive. Just a few days before the Instagram storm, Kristen Bell had already gone viral for something else entirely, and, strangely enough, it was about the same anniversary. At the red carpet premiere of her show Nobody Wants This, a reporter asked Kristen if she had any plans for her upcoming anniversary that Friday. Her reaction was pure chaos, long pauses, nervous laughter, and a look of sudden realization before blurting out, "Oh my God, it's my anniversary." She laughed it off, joking that she had completely forgotten the date, and that her husband, Dax Shepard, had probably forgotten too. "It helps that he doesn't remember either," she said with a grin. "Like no one's at fault here, right? We're just not great with dates." The moment was charming, goofy, and perfectly on brand for Kristen, the forgetful, relatable Hollywood mom who doesn't take life too seriously. But when you place that playful moment next to what happened just days later, the tone suddenly feels very different. One moment she's laughing about forgetting her marriage anniversary, and the next, she's posting a quote about her husband not killing her. What might have been intended as a quirky follow-up joke instead felt to many like the punchline that went too far. To fans who had just seen her jokingly forget such a big day, the Instagram caption looked less like an innocent inside joke and more like another example of her and Dax's offbeat, sometimes awkward sense of humor missing the mark. Still, it's moments like these that remind everyone why the internet never really knows what to do with Kristen Bell. She's endearing one second, confusing the next, the kind of celebrity who can make you laugh, cringe, and question her PR choices all in the same week. But the bigger question lingering after the chaos wasn't about the joke itself. It was about what it revealed, not just about Kristen and Dax, but about how fragile the line between authenticity and public image has become. In the end, Kristen Bell's anniversary post wasn't just about one bad joke. It became a mirror reflecting how complicated the internet has made human connection. What once might have been brushed off between friends is now dissected, analyzed, and amplified for millions to judge. For years, Kristen and Dax have built their brand on being real, raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically imperfect. They've shown that love can be messy, communication can be awkward, and marriage isn't always a fairy tale. But this time, that authenticity collided head-on with a world hypersensitive to timing, tone, and trauma. Maybe the post really was just a dark inside joke, a way of poking fun at the exhaustion that comes with a long marriage. Or maybe it was a sign that even the most well-intentioned humor can sting when it lands in the wrong moment. Either way, it reminded everyone of one uncomfortable truth: the internet doesn't forgive context, only perception. What's fascinating is how this controversy said less about Kristen and more about us. The way people reacted, some furious, others defensive, exposed how divided the culture has become about what's offensive and what's just a joke. It's a reminder that the same sentence can make one person laugh and another person relive pain. And maybe that's the real story here. Not whether Kristen Bell crossed a line, but whether there even is a line anymore. Because in today's world, where every word can be screenshot, shared, and spun into outrage, even love stories can turn into scandals overnight. So, was it a harmless joke between soulmates or a tone-deaf post that missed the mark completely? That's for the audience to decide, and judging by the internet's reaction, they already have.